everybody. I'm Dave Myers, and thank you for watching this. Hopefully this gets out before these storms hit. As you can see above me, looks like some pretty heavy clouds are rolling in. And we do have, according to radar, some pretty intense stuff happening around Dixon at the moment and heading into Centerville. So all this stuff is supposed to head into us around the 6:30 up to 7 o'clock mark, and then continuing on into late evening, even midnight hours possibly. Whatever pops up here as far as storms go could be pretty intense, could be severe. There's a slight 5% possibility that we could even see remnants of or an actual tornado hit. But I wanted to do this thing for quite a while. I'm not going to spend a lot of time hashing that out because I want to get this info out to you as quickly as possible. And so we're going to do that. So I have pulled up here the reflectivity, the surface level, reflectivity. Sorry, I'm kind of trying to speed through this. At 4 p.m. today, this is what we see as far as reflectivity. This is basic, what the radar indicates or is predicting for rainfall and what we have coming our way. There's some pretty good precipitation that appears to be picking up around the 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock mark in our area, and then continuing on. I think we have a slight break, but in the morning we'll see some pretty heavy stuff as far as rainfall goes, around the 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m. mark. So as far as rainfall, it's what we can expect. And we'll look at two different things here. I pulled this. This was at 6 a.m. So that means 12 p.m. Okay. So as far as so it says here ending Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern, so 1 p.m. So this is a 6-hour cumulative quantitative precipitation forecast. So how much rain will fall in a 6-hour period. We don't see much in the way of what we're looking at as far as rainfall at 1 p.m. But as we head on, we'll see the 12-hour rainfall totals, and it looks like we're sitting right about 1.5 to 1.6, 1.7 inches of rainfall in a 12-hour or 24-hour period. Excuse me. So that'll end 7 a.m. on Sunday. We'll see up to that. So flooding could be a concern. I'm not sure how much we'll get. I know that we have had some flooding even on some smaller storms before. So if a road is flooded, don't cross. That's all I got to say. Total quantitative precipitation. This is kind of an overall HRR model of that. But we can see today at 3 p.m., we're not looking at much. Today at 4, today at 6. And then really picking up about 8 o'clock till, 11. And then we're going to see some pretty strong stuff about, I was going to say 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. So we'll also look at this as well. This is the SPC Day 1 categorical outlook, which is today. I believe this was updated at this was 6. This was this morning's update. So what we see here is an enhanced risk for areas just south and west of us. But we also know that Nashville is very close on that border, and what Nashville gets, sometimes we get as well. We do have a slight risk, though, for severe weather today. And then that leads us to the day one SPC tornado outlook. So we're looking right at, we're pretty much on that line between 2% and 5% for a tornado within our area. We'll look at the day two categorical, and we're not looking at much, maybe marginal for severe weather. Again, that a lot of that is Sunday morning. I'm not sure what we're going to look at for Sunday evening. But as far as tornado outlook for tomorrow, we're sitting pretty good. It doesn't look like we'll get anything as far as that goes. Now, looking at the composite reflectivity, we're going to see this. And again, I'm going to start at 3 p.m. today. And this is what we're looking at as far as what we can look for in storm fronts. And so you can see 3 o'clock, we didn't look at anything, but heading into the 6 o'clock hour and on, these storms will start moving pretty rapidly towards us, even 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock hour. And then, of course, 9 o'clock, I would say around 8:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30, you're going to start hearing some rumblings. And by 9 o'clock, we could possibly have some pretty severe stuff coming in. And then again at, 3 a.m., you're probably going to be woken up by some storms. And then heading into 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m., we're going to have some good storms coming our way. And if they drop, we know that the condensation lifting level and the force convection level, we know that they're creating a pretty good cape for us for some unstable air. So if that stuff starts to drop, we could see some pretty intense storms. This is the lifting oh my gosh, I'm getting everything wrong. Condensation level. Thank you very much. It's basically the level that water parcels start to lift into the atmosphere. And when this number is lower, it's based on, millibars on height into the atmosphere. So the lower this is how I'm going to equate it. The lower that number is on this scale means the lower the base of our clouds are going to be. That's the level at which water vapors will start to rise into the atmosphere. You can see that pretty much this whole front that is coming through has this line of very low lying cloud level. And what that means for storm development is quite a lot, but to explain it hopefully pretty simply, is that the less room, I'm sorry, I don't even have the correct camera with me. I'm just trying to put this together so I can get some word out. The lower level of clouds, the less room the water vapors have to move to start creating something in our atmosphere. And that also teams up with the force convection level. So in a very small terms, the lower the cloud level, the easier it is. Sometimes, not all the times, there are correct conditions for this. easy it is for storms to start popping up, whether they're severe or not. So these cloud bases are pretty low. We've already seen some pretty rough stuff coming into Clarksville already. But again, I will go live probably around the 7 o'clock mark. If stuff starts sputtering out before then, we'll go live before then. My whole goal for this is not for clout, or it's not as a scare tactic or clickbait. I've always had an interest in meteorology, and so I want to help this area. I know there's a couple people who are already doing this, but I think the more the merrier. The more you can get the word out about some things coming your way in a science and fact-driven manner, instead of just saying, y'all brace for the worst. What I will say, and conclusive as Mother Nature can sometimes be, we do have a chance of severe weather. We do have a very, very slight chance of a tornado in the area. Does that mean that I think that you should start getting your helmets out of your closet and start preparing to go to your basement yet? Not necessarily. But I do think that we should be prepared, especially now that we've been labeled the Dixie Alley, and it's a continuation of Tornado Alley. And we know that climate is changing Tornado Alley to push more east from, in other shorter, simpler terms, from droughts happening within the central U.S. and it's kind of pushing the Gulf Stream air up our ways. So I think that we're in for some storms. Of course, I thought yesterday, especially the day before, I thought we would at least see a drop of rain, and we didn't see anything. So we will see what this weather does together. Mother Nature is unpredictable, and what she wants to do with her atmosphere is up to her. All that we can do is try and hone in on some areas of where people live and try and give them a heads up. So stick with me. I will let you all know when I'm back online for what may potentially be some severe weather this evening. So hope you are well. I will see you later this evening.